Hi, welcome to another episode of Not So Cute Podcast. I'm your host, Tiny-Winnet, and today we are going to be talking about reclaiming your life after hitting rock bottom. So, for me, reclaiming my life means just getting back into it. Like sometimes you get into a rut or you are depressed, and reclaiming my life for me looks like having a routine, which is such a logical thing to say, right? But I'm serious. Like having a routine, following that routine to a T. Because when I am in my rock bottom, my mind, I just don't want to use my mind. I don't want to be creative. I don't want to. So I just force myself to do things like in a certain order. I force myself to clean, especially because, child, ain't nothing like a messy room when your life is upended, right? So you just clean up a little bit, just spice it up. And I think, yeah, that's how I reclaim my life. And I think rock bottom looks very different for everybody. For some people, it's emotional. For some people, it's like relational. For some people, it's financial. And I think that's like the first thing that you want to do, right? To identify what rock bottom is and what that looks like for your life. Um, and then also look at the common misconceptions about rock bottom, right? I'm looking at my notes. Don't worry. Don't worry. So the first thing is identifying what rock bottom looks like for you. Like even if you're not at rock bottom, I think it's really important that sometimes you try and really think about what rock bottom would look for you. Like what would it mean for you to say, gosh, I have hit rock bottom. I think for me would be to spend a whole year and not have pursued a single thing that I'm proud of. I think that would just break my heart. That would just break my heart because it means either I was really sick during the year because it's the only way you're gonna stop me, or I died. That went morbid real fast. But yeah, it's different for anyone, and sometimes it's not that big. Sometimes it's just feeling stuck, being in a rut, or feeling lost. Like I know the feeling for people who have recently graduated. You're so excited about what life can give you and all those things, but now you're feeling a little lost because you're like, okay, I graduated, which is great, but I still don't have the career I thought I would have by now, or I don't have the things I thought I would have by now. And that feeling of being lost and feeling stuck can be rock bottom as well. So here are some of like the misconceptions that are known about rock bottoms. The first one is rock bottom is the end. It's never the end. The end is death. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I think it's easy for me to say that because I am currently not in my rock bottom season, but I think when you hear and read about the stories of people who have gotten to rock bottom, like people who were able-bodied and then they become paralyzed all of a sudden, how they are moving on with their life. You were able to do things independently, and now you depend on other people to help you to do those said stuff. It's really, I don't know how I feel about that. Like for me to hear those stories is so inspirational because I think of the fact that if this person decided to pick themselves up, it's not like they had a choice in mind. They picked themselves up and they decided, I am going to work, and they are inspiring not only the people who are in a similar situation, they're inspiring me, and I'm not even in that situation. It's incredible to hear and read those kind of stories. So, all right. So you're in your rock bottom. How do you reclaim your life? Build a routine. If you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut, build a routine. Have a good morning routine. I think there's several morning routines and getting out of a rut routines that are on this platform. So go ahead and watch them. I think I'll put some of them so that you can watch them and you can feel inspired. They're just by some of my favorite creators anyway. Um, Acceptance, I think that's always the first step to everything, right? just accepting like this is the season that I'm in. Um, it's not easy for everyone, and I won't speak for everyone, but for me, that feeling of feeling stuck or lost, I just accept like, okay, like this is what's happening. I'm not getting the job tomorrow, but it will come eventually. The second thing is reconnect with yourself. I think this is the time that I took to then come back and create content and have fun with it and learn more about it, because I know at some point I won't have this kind of time to be able to post twice a week. What? That's like special. Set small goals. I think just have those little goals. Maybe just make your bed and clean out your wardrobe. I think you will feel good just to tick off some things on your checklist or your to-do list, just to know I did something today. Like, I woke up and I did something today. I think that would be awesome. Last thing is seek support. Family, friends, professional help. That will always change everything, because when you have a tribe around you of people who are rooting for you, supporting you, it makes everything easier. It makes everything less lonely. And I think when you're in a rut, it's very easy to feel lonely, to feel misunderstood, and not only that, but to have various emotions coming up at various times. You're basically in grief sometimes. You're depressed. And when you tell people who've never experienced that kind of feeling, they do not understand. But I think that your tribe, the people who love you, the people who support you, the people who want to see you win, they are doing all said things, motivating you, coming to feed you, making sure you're okay, checking up on you, doing your laundry, taking you to the airport. All the content creators you watch, it's all just motivation. It's all just support that you get, right? So, especially I think with content creators, I think I'm going to do an episode about parasocial relationships. Like, it's just, motivation. Get up and do something. That's all it is. So I'm going to leave you with a quote for encouragement and inspiration by a famous author, Harry Potter author. She herself was in the, pits of depression, and then she wrote Harry Potter during that time. I don't remember which book it was, the one with Dementors, and she actually says in a speech that the Dementors were the physical, like the representation of her depression, the Dementors. If you don't know Harry Potter, then you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. It's fine. She said that rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. If that's not great, I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna leave you with a question that I would love you to just answer and look at. Think of it as like a homework segment. What does reclaiming my life mean to me? If you can answer in the comments. I would love to know what it looks like for you. I really hope that today's episode gave you some insight and you're not alone feeling stuck. It's completely normal. If you're grieving someone, anyone, I'm sorry for your loss. You're grieving the job that you wanted, you're grieving the job you didn't have, you're grieving the relationship that you just lost. My heart is with you, and I hope that you come back from this stronger, bolder, more audacious, more bootylicious, like what? So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed your week. I'll see you on Friday, because that's what I do. So, ciao.